Yes, so today we are going to have a discussion on the role of MNC, that is a multinational corporation, in the economic development of the country. And we just started, yesterday by defining the meaning of MNC. And I already told you, MNC is also known as Transnational Corporation. Don't get confused. Transnational, that means the company which is having head office in one country and having branches in other countries of the world. That is the example of transnational. That is the meaning of MNC. The country ka head office is in one country and it is having branches in other country or number of countries. That is known as MNC or transnational corporation. Okay, and they had given such a beautiful, idea. Just look into that. Many of these MNCs are having the budget which are greater than those of many small countries' budget itself. See this. Some of the multinational corporations, their budget is much bigger than a small country's budget. That means MNCs are very powerful. They are playing very significant role in the economic development of the country. Naturally, the question arises, Madam gives some example of MNC. We are giving the example of huge MNCs, Nike. I hope you are familiar, the company which is making shoes, the Nike. You can see that during this cricket match and all, the players are, wearing Nike shoes, Adidas, Nike and all that. CocaCola, Walmart, Toshiba, Honda, BMW. Today, when I was, teaching these multinational corporations years before, that time I was finding it little difficult to give this example to the students because many of them were not having their branches or offices in India. Today the situation is different. Except Walmart, Walmart is also having, but in an indirect manner. Otherwise, almost all the companies are having their operations in India. You should know about Coca-Cola or Pepsi. These are all, such huge brands which are having, you can say that their budgets are as big as a small country. Then have you heard about Walmart, children? Yes or no? Have you heard about Walmart?
No, ma'am.
No problem. If you have not heard, I can explain better. That is the purpose of asking. Yes, my dear Bichaluk. 1 second. I am just somebody else. Oh, you people always prefer chat. Somebody has written that I'm happy. I will explain you in a better manner. At least I am happy that you have. Someone has heard it. No problem. Okay. See, Walmart is the biggest departmental store in the world. Some students have written in the chat box, Madam, it is something like DMart. Children, your idea I am not rejecting, but Walmart is, you can say 100 times bigger than DMart. And Walmart, it has started by their, the Walmart family of brothers. And US ka, the largest departmental store is Walmart. And the speciality of Walmart is, I have visited Walmart store and, when we were in US. So Walmart ka speciality is starting from safety pin up to the car, everything is available. In addition to that, the rates are comparatively cheaper. That is why when you have written there, Madam, Walmart is like DMart, I agreed. Because DMart is also, the rates are comparatively cheaper and it is very popular in India. But the size of Walmart can never be compared with DMart because it is so huge and it is having their branches in various parts of the world. Walmart is trying to come to India and already Walmart is having tie-up with some of the Indian companies, but direct starting of the Walmart branch, government they wanted to give permission, but lot of objections were coming. You know what was the objection? which was against Walmart, because such a big departmental store which is providing cheap product, if it is coming to India, what will happen? Indian, retail system is totally different from that of the West. There are number of small grocery shops in India. आपका घर के बाजू में, मेरा घर के बाजू में ग्रोसरी शॉप है. Okay, घर में कोई गेस्ट आ गया, we will run to that shop and we will buy something. That is the Indian retail culture. This grocery shop, whom we call as the kirane ka dukan. Okay, these small grocery stores, they will have to close down because such a big Walmart competing with such big MNC by an ordinary grocery shop is not possible. That was the big, complaint, or that was a big criticism which was against the government when they were trying for allowing FDI in retail market in India. Because these MNCs are having such a huge budget and technological power in their hands, ordinary small Indian grocery shops will find it difficult to survive. But we know that these are all wild criticisms. If we are talking like that, when the demarters started in India, the small grocery shops have survived. They did not close down. Similarly, nowadays you can talk about Big Basket. Okay, you can talk about Amazon, Flipkart. All of them are providing, groceries and all that through the online shopping. Okay, e-commerce. That time also, हमारा neighbor का किराने का दुकान बंद नहीं हुआ है. But when the big companies are coming, that fear is, persisting in the mind. Then Toshiba, that, which is making the battery and that electronic item, Toshiba. Then Honda, BMW. You can see BMW showroom even in Mumbai. Today, earlier, very few people were using BMW in the country. Today, because of liberalization and privatization, so many people are buying BMW car. Only the issue of BMW is it is a rich man's vehicle, because there are various brands, there are various ranges of BMW, starting from 25-30 lakhs up to 2 crore, 5 crore, etc. Then when we are talking about India as such, okay, when we talk about India as such, you can see all the leading transnational corporations are having their offices in India. You take the tech giant Microsoft, you take the tech giant IBM, Google, PepsiCo, Nestle, CocaCola, Procter and Gamble. They are all having their offices and branches in India. When I talk about tech giants, children, let it be Microsoft, IBM, Google, LinkedIn, XYZ, all of them are having their offices in which state of India, children? Can you tell me? Tech giants are established their offices in one particular state. Which is that state? Write the answer in the chat box. If you do not know, no issues, I will help you. Somebody has written. Again, write. Even it is wrong, no issues. What is the question? Tech giants, you are aware that Microsoft is the leader in the world in terms of operating system. Bill Gates is the second richest man in the world. Google, you know that. Absolutely. Today, no need of giving any introduction to Google. The day starts with Google and ends with Google. Okay, IBM, they are quite experts in hardware. So these are all having their head office or their branch offices in one state. Let me check your answer in the chat box. Oh, my dear children, no. You have written Maharashtra. No way. I'm sorry to state. Maharashtra never encourages such type of foreign direct capital, maybe due to the lack of space. God only know the reasons. But all the tech giants are having their establishment in Karnataka. Okay, that is in Bangalore. Google is having their back office in Bangalore. Microsoft is having, even in Hyderabad, they are having IBM. That is why Bangalore is known as, I'm writing here, Bangalore is known as Silicon Valley of India. I hope early morning you are listening. Bangalore is known as Silicon Valley of India. You may ask, Madam, is Silicon Valley kya hai? Silicon Valley is a place in California, in the state of, in United States, that is all the tech companies are having their main office. So Silicon Valley means there are, a line to line, there are all the big tech companies are there. You take the case of Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, Cisco, like that the number, is unending. So that area is known as Silicon Valley. So Silicon Valley is in California. So when we speak about Silicon Valley, everybody knows we are talking about the technological giants of the world. Okay, the similar type of Silicon Valley in India, if you are asking, that is existing in Bangalore. That is Karnataka mein, Bangalore mein, all these IT companies are having their offices, including Indian IT giants. Don't think only world is having the IT giants. India ka IT giants such as Infosys, TCS, all of them, they are also having their main office and branches and all in Bangalore. So somebody is asking which is the Silicon Valley of India, you should be giving the answer, it is Bangalore. Then where is the Silicon Valley, children? Silicon Valley is in California, that is in US. So what is happening is technological giants, they are ruling the world. And especially during this COVID pandemic, you have seen that technology has become, more and more household names, because the online way of working, that has become very common for more than 1.5 years now. So even a small child who is joined the nursery class, up to, you can say, the big technological leader, everybody is depending upon the online system. So computers are now, or IT technology, IT revolution is now the very, it is widespread in the world. Then you might have heard about Pepsi, where Indira Nooyi was the chairperson of Pepsi. Now last year she has retired. So an Indian is becoming the head of such a huge multinational corporation. Companies like Pepsi, children, you are aware, they are sponsoring all the leading events of the world. Let it be international, football match or cricket match. Everywhere you see that Pepsi ka advertisement, you can see. The money that Pepsi is spending on advertisement, you can say it is bigger than many of the small countries' budget. That much big is Pepsi. If such a company's head can be an Indian woman, means you can imagine that India is also quite, efficient when we compare into the economic development of the companies in the world. Then even in the case of Microsoft, Satya Nadella is an Indian. Then Google ka CEO Sundar Pichai is an Indian. So there are so many Indians who are also heading the MNC corporations. The time is changing, I told. No longer I can teach you that MNCs are ruling India. It is not like that. Today, India is also becoming a leading technological power. The only issue is because of our huge population, the benefit of the technological revolution reaching to the lower section of the society will take the time. That is the difference. Then you are aware about Nestle, which is making Maggie. Okay, household name, CocaCola, the big competitor for Pepsi, Procter and Gamble, which is making all the household, items. These are all huge MNCs which are operating in India. This is what we were discussing a little bit yesterday. The biggest contribution of MNC is it is providing direct employment. They say that 100 large MNCs are providing 14.3 million people's employment in India, means in their own country as well as abroad. That means their contribution towards employment is quite huge, which can never be disputed. Employment in MNC accounts for 10% of world labor. So world labor ka 10% employment is provided by MNC, and in non-agricultural activity, it provides employment to the extent of 20% in the developed countries. Then, in addition to the direct employment, MNC also provides indirect employment. What do you mean by indirect employment, children? That is, they are providing employment through backward linkage. Listen or look at this word. This is an important word as far as commerce is concerned. Children, what do you mean by backward linkage? Backward linkage means they are given the example. Dekho. Many of the MNCs are purchasing raw material. Okay, I am talking the example of India. Then they are also giving subcontract to the other countries, and they are also taking the supply from the developing countries. Backward linkage, that is MNC का head office is outside India, but ये लोग developing country पीछे developing country में आकर developing country से वो लोगों का production के लिए जो use है उसका खरीदता है. That is why it is known as backward linkage. Economics means there is forward linkage. This is a backward. Backward means पीछे आकर. So they are coming to the developing country, or they are depending upon the developing country. You may ask, Madam, which are these MNCs which are purchasing raw material? There are so many MNCs. You take the case of Walmart itself. There are, Walmart. Walmart depends upon India for, so many products. That is, many Indian companies are directly supplying product to Walmart. Okay, I don't know whether young children have heard it. There is a, manufacturing company in Kerala. It is very famous. It is Kittex. Okay, Kittex it's a huge company which is in Kerala. What is the connection between Kittex and Walmart? Kittex is making small children cut dress, ready-made dress, and they are directly providing to Walmart. This is one example I told. Another example, young children, you should be familiar. If it is not familiar, if you want me to explain again, you put it in the chat box, I will explain. There is a place in Tamil Nadu that is known as Tirupur. Okay, everybody should be familiar. Tirupur in Tamil Nadu. Once I stop my lecture or when you get the free time, you can Google it and find out. The name of that place is Tirupur. Tirupur is a small place in Tamil Nadu. And what is the speciality of Tirupur? Tirupur is, you can say that, largest producer of hosiery product. Hosiery product in the world. Hosiery matlab, jo shirt and undergarments वगैरह, cotton ka, all that is the meaning of hosiery. Track pants, that's that type of stuffs. World का सबसे largest producer of hosiery is that companies are from Tirupur. And वो Tirupur, अमेरिका में Walmart and world का सबसे बड़ा डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर को इतना ज्यादा एक्सपोर्ट करता है. You can see that MNC का representatives are always moving in and around of Tirupur even today. Because don't think that India is not having the potential. Children, my dear children, our country is having a lot of potentials. Now the time is changing and the doors are opened. So India is becoming, the center for providing raw material and even the final product to many of the MNCs. So about Tirupur, you should be familiar. Tirupur is exporting hosieries. Doubt is, madam, hosiery kya hai? I told you hosiery means undergarments, bunions and all that, the track pants. Itna cotton ke liye, we will Coimbatore. You should hear about Coimbatore. Coimbatore is in Tamil Nadu. Coimbatore is a Manchester of India. Manchester kidhar hai, madam? Manchester is in London. Once upon a time, Manchester was the, center of textile production. Today, India ka textile production ka center lene par, that is Coimbatore. And Coimbatore ka climate is so good, children. Once you go, you should go and see these places. Then you will know about the developing, the canvas of our country. So many of the multinational corporations are directly purchasing from these type of companies. Even BMW, even that company is purchasing many of they are giving their subcontract to the Indian companies. Okay, so there are direct as well as indirect employment is provided by MNC. Then you take the case of FDI, foreign direct investment. Top MNCs control 1/3 of world's foreign direct investment. I told you some of the MNCs like Pepsi, CocaCola, Walmart, they are so big, they are controlling 1/3 of world's foreign direct investment. And more than 40% of MNCs assets are located outside their home country. See this. The world is so changing, world is becoming liberal, so MNCs assets are located outside the home country. Then we know that the biggest plus point what we emphasize or what we support this MNC is the technological advantage. MNC capital brings up-to-date technology which should be hard to develop domestically or even transfer to the home-owned firms. Look, why we are supporting MNC? ये तो मानना ही पड़ेगा, because MNC का technological development जो है, that developing countries के लिए India में, I'm talking about India में उतना technology adopt करना, it becomes difficult. What is the reason, children? Because it is very expensive. That is why many of the countries are depending upon MNC. They are having an upper edge over technology. What is the reason, children? Because वो लोगों के पास इतना पैसा है, इतना database है, they can develop quite fast. Comparing to them, small companies in India, they may not be able to compete. Today, let us take the case of even Dubai. Children, the Gulf country, Dubai. We know that Dubai is also technologically quite ahead. Dubai airport is maybe the first airport in the world which is fully computerized. No human beings are there in the Dubai airport. Everything is managed by computers and machines. The reason is Dubai is having a lot of money. They can throw, money on technological development. So comparing to that type of countries, India cannot throw money. So naturally, we have to depend upon MNCs. In addition to technology, technology may not be commercially viable. What is the meaning? Suppose that we are starting technology in our own country, it may not be commercially viable. मतलब हमको afford नहीं कर सकेगा. So we think that it is better to depend upon foreign companies. You take the case, example I am telling you. You take the case of escalators. मॉल में जाने का टाइम आप देखा होगा escalators. Or you might have even seen capsule lift. मैडम एक किधर है? बहुत सारा big buildings में or big malls में you can see the capsule lift. What is the meaning capsule lift? Vertically ऐसा lift you can see that. That is open है. आप उसके अंदर गड़ा रहने पर आपको बाहर देख सकता है, बाहर वाले को आपको भी देख सकता है. That is known as that capsule lift. Or escalators, high speed elevators. Suppose that there are, 50 floors are there, 100 floors are there. Naturally, you require high speed lift. You require high speed escalators. वो सब हमारे पास नहीं है. That type of machines we are importing. What is the reason? Because that technology is better. There are so many companies in the world which are providing high speed escalators. So when there are, you might be heard about Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Okay, supposed to be the tallest building. Today there is one more building which is taller than Burj Khalifa, which has come in Malaysia, if I am right. But still, it is one of the tallest building. Burj Khalifa का 120 फ्लोर होने दो, नीचे से 120 फ्लोर पहुंचने के लिए आपको मालूम है it takes hardly 1.5 minutes. How it is possible, children? Because they are using high speed elevators, high speed lift. So, and I have been there, and I know that exactly within 1.5 minutes you are reaching so many high floors. So we cannot deny that technology which is provided by MNC is quite advanced, and developing country we may not be able to make it domestically. So we are depending upon MNCs. Then MNCs provide high paying jobs, then that might be available to the local workers. otherwise and increases standard of living. It is a simple point but which require a lot of explanation. Many people prefer to work in the MNCs. What is the reason? If you get an opportunity, even you prefer to work in MNC. What is the reason, children? No doubt, salary is high. Okay, other perks are very high. 1 minute, I will rub it off, otherwise that word will not be clear. Commerce student के लिए perks. This should be familiar. Children, what is perk? Perk means allowances. MNC in general, they are providing very high salary and other perks. You take the case of Microsoft India. You know, when Microsoft in Bangalore or in Hyderabad, suppose that you get a job, even non-technical people can get a job provided that you are having some background of computers. Totally non-technical people will not be taken. Some background of computers, if you are having, you will get a job and they will give you the training. So Microsoft, one example I am telling you, they are paying such huge salary, we can say that they are paying through the nose. And plus lot of perks, lot of benefits. So this is attracting the best talents to this type of companies. Similar thing, you take the case of Google. Now you are reading in the newspaper, engineering college say, Google या Microsoft, the best talent को हर साल लेता है. And they are paying the starting salary of 60 lakh, even up to 2 crore per year. Remember, I am not saying a dreamy figure. I am speaking the reality. Because MNCs pay money like anything. What is the reason? Because they wanted to attract the best talents in the country. Whichever country they go, they always attract the best talents. In not only the salary, they provide everything inside the company. Because the employee get, the best canteen facility, gym, and whatnot. Everything is provided inside the campus. So automatically, the young talents are getting attracted towards this technical giants, and even you can say Pepsi. When Indira Nooyi was working in Pepsi as the chairperson, per second her salary was amounting to lakhs per second. That is how she was paid. So such a huge salary they are paying. The main reason is simple. They know that best talents can be attracted only by paying the high salary and the perks. Children, again I am repeating, perks means allowances. Foreign networking and access to foreign market. MNC enabled foreign networking by linking. Linking means connecting local economy with the world economy. We are very well aware MNC is acting as a bridge. MNC is acting as a bridge. How it is acting as a bridge? It is connecting India. It is connecting India with the rest of the world. That is how MNC is acting as a bridge. Because let us take the case of again the technological giants. When you are getting a job in Google or Microsoft or Cognizant, all this LinkedIn. So when you are getting, these type of companies are connecting India with rest of the world. Similar story about, like Pepsi. Then similar story about Procter and Gamble. They are connecting one country with rest of the world. So far, is it clear to you, children? Write it in the chat box. So far, could you come along with me? Yes, put it in the chat box. I will be waiting. Question is very clear. Could you come along with me? Let me see the answer. Oh, thank you, children. I am very happy. The moment if certain things to be repeated again, please unmute yourself and tell, so that I can give more example, so that the concept will be clear. Then another, the role played by MNC is externalities. What do you mean by externalities, children? MNC pass, ये देखो, many benefit to the host country, which they cannot take away as a part of their own income. What is the meaning? Suppose that Pepsi establishes their offices or production unit in India. That means India is inviting them. Okay, India is inviting them. We are the host. Host means जो country invite करता है वो country को host बोलता है. So India is the host and Pepsi become the guest. Okay, children. Pepsi become the guest. So the host country, when we are inviting the MNCs pass so many benefit to India. Why they are providing so many benefit to India? Don't think they like India so much. They are providing the benefits to India because they cannot take away certain benefits. That is the main reason. Let us see what are the example. The first benefit is transfer of general knowledge. Children, this is very, very crucial. We focus India as an example because it is our country. So when we invite the MNCs, let it be Pepsi, let it be Procter & Gamble, let it be IT giants, so we are getting the knowledge. The knowledge is getting transferred. Then we are also getting the knowledge in specific technology, in production and in distribution. Then industrial upgrading, industry अपने आप upgrade हो जाता है. Work experience of the labor improves. I will give you the example. They are introducing modern management system, accounting methods. These are the indirect benefits that the country is getting. These indirect benefits are known as externality. बाहर से आने वाला कंपनी अपने आप certain benefit हमारे country को देता है because this MNC को वो benefit देना ही पड़ता है. Okay, so what are the type of benefit? Let us focus on one company and give the example. Suppose that you take the case of Google India. I told you I am talking about Bangalore. Okay, Google office में Bangalore में when you are working, what all benefit India as such is getting? First and foremost, we are getting the best general knowledge. Why? Google का head office is in California. So उधर का जो knowledge level है, वही knowledge level at least at par or maybe little lesser than that, they are transferring to India. As far as Google is concerned or any technological giant is concerned, they will be transferring the best knowledge to India. What is the reason, children? Because India produces the best software engineers in the world. हमारे लिए वो proud होना ही पड़ेगा. So you can say that these MNCs are depending upon India. हमारा best IITs, Indian Institute of Technology, then NITs, National Institute of Technology, best private engineering colleges, ये सब इतना अच्छा software engineers को produce करता है. All the technological giants वो लोगों को best general knowledge, best technical training देता है. Okay, so production में, distribution में, and even industrial upgrading means जब इंडिया में आता है अपने आप इंडस्ट्री को upgrade benefit मिलता है because they are coming with full equipments. वो लोगों के पास किसका भी कमी नहीं है. ये देखो आप, work experience of the labor. Let me take this example. What is the, give me an example, children, of the work experience of labor. When you are working in Procter & Gamble, when you are working in Google, or when you are working in Pepsi, the work experience of the labor increases like anything. What is the reason? It is an MNC. It will give you the training which is of international standard. और आपको सिर्फ इंडिया में नहीं, बहुत अलग अलग कंट्रीज में जाना पड़ेगा और एक कंपनी के वजह से. So they will send you to Singapore, they will send you to Malaysia, they will send you to France. जिधर वो लोगों का ब्रांच है उधर आपको भेजेगा. उधर जाने पर एडवांटेज क्या होता है चिल्ड्रन? आपका इंटरनेशनल वर्क एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है चिल्ड्रन. उधर आपको मालूम पड़ता है work is worship. You cannot fight for the sake of religion. You cannot fight for the sake of, caste, because there your promotion, your work culture is totally professional. I hope my dear children are understanding. What do you mean by professional? The relationship between the worker and the team. It is highly professional. They are considering how much you are contributing to the company. They are not bothering what is your caste. They are not bothering what is your religion. They are bothering only about the contribution. So you are also understanding. That is why automatically any IT person, I'm giving the example of IT because India is having the advantage of IT. They become highly professionals. Then MNC also introduce modern management system and accounting methods. देखो उधर का जो मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम है अभी इंडिया में भी आ गया है, but we all got it from the MNCs. What type of management system children they are having? They are having excellent management system. HR management, आपका promotion, okay, आपका working culture, everything is highly professional. Example, let us take the case of Microsoft or Google or Facebook. Every day morning when they start the work, they will be having a meeting. The meeting may be for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, not more than that. There the team leader will be talking to the team members. There they will greet each other because the morning is starting, and they will decide what work they will be doing. सुबह एकदम the day start करने पर there will be a meeting. वो meeting में team manager and the team वो लोग discuss करेगा how is everybody, सब member लोग कैसा है. Second is आज हम कौन सा काम करेगा. And suppose that they are ending their work say at 6 o'clock or what, because timing is flexible, you are aware. So when they are ending their work, again there will be another meeting. उधर क्या decide करेगा, सुबह हमने ये decide किया था इतना काम करेगा, so evening में वो काम हुआ या नहीं होने पर उसका reason क्या था. So what is happening is day to day basis there will be updates. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको जिम्मेदारी करना ही नहीं चाहिए, जिम्मेदारी के बिना आपको पगार नहीं देगा. प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट. बट यू आर ऑल्सो लर्निंग. टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करने का है, मेरे लिए काम करना ही पड़ेगा. इन एडिशन टू दैट आपको मालूम है उधर आपका प्रमोशन के लिए दे आर नाउ आई टोल्ड मेनी इंडियन कंपनीज आर डूइंग, दे आर हैविंग ए पेक्यूलियर सिस्टम. दैट इज दे आर टेकिंग द फीडबैक. वो फीडबैक कौन किसको देगा? For example, वो feedback system is very interesting. Suppose that आपका टीम में there are 10 members. हर मेंबर दूसरे मेंबर के बारे में फीडबैक देगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप आपका फ्रेंड के बारे में फीडबैक देगा, फ्रेंड आपके बारे में भी फीडबैक देगा. फिर आप आपका मैनेजर जो है मैनेजर के बारे में आप फीडबैक देगा, मैनेजर आपके बारे में फीडबैक देगा. That means it's an open feedback system. What is the advantage, children? What are you learning there? There you are learning the meaning of teamwork. आपको अच्छा तरह आपका टीम मेंबर के साथ व्यवहार करना ही पड़ेगा. आपका हमारा डर्टी कास्ट और डर्टी रिलीजन के बेसिस पर आप काम नहीं करेगा. Because there will be people from Pakistan, there will be people from Malaysia, there will be people from India, there are different China, different countries, people are working together. So you have to accept and you have to respect, the behavior or the feeling of the other countries. This is what you are learning, the HR system. Itna excellent HR system hai, and they will call each other by name. They will not call sir. You are aware that मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज में एक दूसरे को नाम के ऊपर बुलाता है. What is the reason? So that you will not realize that somebody is superior and somebody is inferior. Then their accounting system is also excellent. Everything is computerized, and you can see your own feedback. For example, what feedback you are giving about me, I can see that. So that what will happen as a teacher, I will improve myself. In foreign country, after every lecture, Even I told you nowadays, either also there are number of foreign schools are there. After every lecture, students will give the feedback, and that feedback will be analyzed by the teacher as well as by the principal or whoever is the head. What is the reason? Because student का feedback जब खराब हो जाता है, the teacher cannot sustain. Please remember that. So there are so many plus points which you are learning from the MNCs. Then you know that finance area they are having the best package. Then their networking is excellent. Every time internet ka speed kam hai madam, net काम नहीं करता है. You cannot hear such type of excuses. So these are the indirect benefit which are given by MNCs. Children, externalities. Again, I am repeating. What is externalities? The indirect benefit that multinational companies providing to the developing countries. Today, many of our students, I'm talking about our college students, are working in TCS. Tata Consultancy Service is one of the largest, software company in the world, you can say, not only in India. And you will ask, Madam, TCS में commerce वाला क्या करेगा? TCS में commerce वाला भी करेगा, because in third year you are having the subject known as computer science. So you are getting, yourself equipped with that, and they will give the employment to you in the beginning at the entry level. Then they will give you the training. You cannot become a software manager over there, but at the same time, आपको technical support team में job देगा. So what is happening is you are learning so many good methods of management, accounting system, and these are the advantages or these are the requirements in life. Tomorrow when you are going to work in a company, please remember that company should sharpen your personality development, and it should give you a good package also. And remember one simple thing, एकदम अच्छा salary madam, 60 lakh per year, 2 crore per year madam, कितना अच्छा है सुनने के लिए. Remember that ऐसा ही salary देने के लिए, they are not fools. They will, of course, they will, insist on the quality. And for your information, Indians are doing wonderfully. What is the reason? The reason is our educational system and our family culture, because we are habituated of working hard. So that is attracting these MNCs to India. I told you the example. If Google ka earlier CEO Larry Page, he was the founder of Google. If they were not happy with Sundar Pichai, they will not give company ka in charge to Sundar Pichai. American company giving an Indian as in head is something which is very difficult. They cannot accept it only. So, but still they are giving. Similar story with Microsoft giving to Satya Nadella. Pepsi has given CEO-ship to Indira Nooyi. These are all showing the capability of Indians. My dear children, don't underestimate our country. We are wonderful. And you people, you are all becoming efficient workers. Okay, children? Is there anything to be coached? Time is over. मैं देखा ही नहीं आज. आप बोला भी नहीं, मैं देखा भी नहीं. 1 minute, children. I will take your attendance. We will continue in the next class, children. Any doubt at any time, you can ask. Okay, children? We will continue in the next class. I am taking the attendance.